Hey, what's up? Back at you with one last video. So yesterday I didn't drop, and that's because I had to let go of the unbroken record. I did a goodbye video 2 days ago, which should have dropped yesterday, and that should have alerted people to the fact that I'm gonna be gone for a few days. I am a bit busy. And you're about to watch that goodbye video. I just wanted to piece this in for those who are wondering why the video is late. I have to be away for just a little bit. If you go check out my website, IamNeo.co.za, you'll see that you are being redirected to gadgetplug.co.za. So for some time, that's going to be happening. IamNeo.co.za will be back on its own site soon. I intend to start selling shirts. I'll make some trending designs, and I hope to get some support from you so that we can keep this machine lubricated and running nicely. So, ladies and gents, I have been gone now for 2 days. No, this is my second day. I am hectically busy working. I've had to shift my brain so quickly towards the admin side of me. Ladies and gents, I am so grateful. I feel so blessed when I pull these switches like I'm doing right now, when I'm taking off one head and I'm putting on a different head. Ladies and gents, I'm a person who's been unemployed my whole life, self-employed, self-reliant. And for me to achieve this, I've had to learn skills. I've had to master things. I've had to become a writer. Well, I've always had the skill of writing in my early days. I remember in high school, I used to write quite good speeches. I'd been inspired by a friend of mine by the name of Jansi, who had written a speech about xenophobia. He's a Congolese dude who's now been living in the UK since high school. I met him for just a year. So the dude wrote a speech about his experience as a Congolese in this country and how he's experiencing the xenophobic dynamics. And he made that speech as a young man, as a 14-year-old in front of a class. And so I realized this remarkable foreign dude. And since then, I took inspiration from him and concentrated on writing. And all of this as well coincides with the time and era that we were living in. During that time, it was a time of Eminem, 8 Mile, the movie. It was a time where young boys were inspired by writing some rhymes, walking around with a little diary, you've got your verses in there. So there was a time where boys were enthused. They were very drawn into metaphors, similes, grammar, literature. Boys would walk around with rhyme books, dictionaries or thesaurus so they can know words. And that culture seems to have disappeared with these mumble rappers, boys with red dreadlocks. I can't understand what's going on. But I'm not on that. I'm saying I'm thankful for my ability to write. I'm able to run an office, I'm exceptionally dope at it. God has given me abilities during this time where I've been a free agent out in the world working for myself. So I noticed this thing now that for a while I had left admin work to focus on the creative stuff. Speaking in front of camera, watching content, reacting to it, editing it. That has been my routine for a while. And now that I've had to switch again and go back to who I am off camera, I'm amazed at how immediately good I am, how there are these so many things that I've mastered that I can just return to. So I feel like such a big person. I wish to read you something that has blessed me. There's a professor who has written me an email, and he blesses me so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This is really beautiful. It blesses me. May the Lord bless you. Let me read it. Dear Neo, my name is Jeff Mapaya, and I'm a music professor at the University of Venda. I'm originally from Tembisa, specifically the Tsepo section. After studying at Fuba Academy, the University of Cape Town, BMUS and WITS, MMUS and Univen, PhD. I settled at a historically black university in a semi-rural area to fulfill my duties. This is where I see young talent like the neos emerging. I believe that soon the black community will become the most educated, although not necessarily in terms of formal certificates. When that time comes, the world will have to take notice. I believe this could happen in my lifetime and certainly in yours. I also want to express how much I appreciate your channel, IamNeo. You are about the same age as my son, Clarence Mapai, so I feel a connection to you. Listening to your content often brings tears to my eyes. It gives me hope for us, the black community. Many of us sent our children to formerly white schools, hoping they would receive a better education, whatever that may mean. Some children have emerged from this experience as citizen concerned, while others have blossomed into IamNeos. To the latter group, I extend my congratulations, and I hope their numbers multiply a millionfold. If you ever need any additional blessings, please accept what little I can offer. I can be reached on the number listed there, which I have hidden. Ladies and gents, I am blessed. Thank you, sir. I will reach out to you. Thank you, I will. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, I have to disappear indeed. This is the farewell video that I put together for you. I'll be seeing you in the next one. I love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, back at you with another video on day number 71 of these unbroken videos. I am finding it hard to do this one. It's going to be difficult. I have to correct myself. 2 days ago, I came out with a video saying that I'm going to be doing a lot more. I'm going to be stepping up the content. Well, not posting more videos, but working on the other hand as well. The TikToks, the short form, that grows subscribership like nothing I've ever seen. It's so amazing. So I spoke that I need to tap into that while keeping the current pace. And I thought that is possible. But I came to the realization that though I'm passionate, though I'm fighting a stigma from childhood, criticisms from stupid people who wanted to define my life before I could define myself. I've been defined as lazy, either from business partners or family members or friends. And looking back, I've always been the most creative, most effective, most progressive, most innovative. I've constantly been one who leads. When the people told me that I'm lazy, in many occasions I would actually sometimes step back a little bit, give them 2 weeks to lead without mentioning it. And then I'd see that these people have nothing but criticism. They are not effective. They ride on my effectiveness. In fact, they copy me. They want to be me. They want to do what I want to do. They want to live the life that I aspire for. They want to drive the car I say I want to drive. They want to start the same business that I'm running, but they call me lazy. And so because of that twisting in my mind, sometimes the deception would actually penetrate my mind and I would feel like I'm a lazy person who's not progressing. I would feel like I am stagnant. And people would make sure whenever they're commenting on the things I'm doing and how long I've been doing them and how they're not showing fruits, they would make sure to mention words like, nah, man, you don't have to stagnate. I remember some dude calling me up saying, nah, man, you don't have to stagnate. You just gotta come out. I got people I can introduce you to in the industry who know this, and that. And I could tell, nah, you just here trying to tell me that my things ain't moving. You got people who can move things. And I realized that this person had been dangling that carrot for about 3 years. Their entire input at all times was they are the bridge that can connect me to other people who can make things happen for me. And in my mind, I never saw myself needing somebody in such a large way to transform my life or somebody to help me or somebody to mentor me. I've always imagined if I do link up with somebody, it'll be for mutual benefit, mutual purpose, aligned shared vision. And I've made direct contact with people that I've felt these ones have the 20% that I'm needing. I already have the 80. And so just went on a bit of a long tangent remembering all of the victimization that tried to come into my mind. So that has then made me a hyper pusher, a person who wants to break this myth. And I've been doing that for a great many years. And now with starting a YouTube channel, becoming somebody who is committed to sitting in front of the camera every day for so many days and making sure to put out the content, not holding it back, not feeling shy, just letting it go and speaking and letting my voice be sent out, creating a thumbnail for each and every video, which is something that takes about 15 minutes on its own. So if you can calculate how many videos I've done over these past 71 days and multiply 15 minutes for each video, you will see that I have spent some days doing thumbnails alone. I have spent some weeks sitting in front of the PC editing. I've spent days sitting right here in front of the camera, creating content and putting it out. So that is not something a lazy person can achieve. I have successfully broken that mold. We can officially bury it. I can now start being the one who accuses certain people of being lazy, underachievers, slow, not progressing, stagnating. I can now call people and say, hey, yo, what's up? How about that thing you said you've been doing? Where is it at? You see? Because why now? Because I have reached the top of the mountain and I can now start castigating and demoralizing people as they had tried to do with me. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be doing that. If you are lazy, you can sort yourself out. I'm not trying to rescue you out of laziness or nothing like that. There's no way of coaching a person out of laziness because you can't stop being lazy. You have to become productive. There's no in between. There's no, I'm no longer lazy. You have to now be a productive person. And so you can't really coach somebody out of laziness because you can't coach them into productivity. Productivity is something that requires a nuclear reactor at the core of your stomach, at the core of your mind, at the core of your soul. A nuclear reactor burning, a passion to come out of stages, to move forward, to change life, to cease to live the standards of a black, poor person. So I've spoken on the laziness. So what does all of this mean? It means that I am capable, but I've ran out of something very practical, which is compute. As much as I can hype myself up, wake up earlier, sleep later, I am running out of the necessary computing to be able to do all of the things that I want to do. At the current moment, to be able to put all of this together, we work on 2 PCs, me and an employee. And in order for me to now start doing the TikToks, I definitely need a third PC. And I need to step away from editing those TikToks and editing the videos that I am posting, like this one for the tube. I have to step away entirely from editing and have these 2 people work on that while I only shoot, then step off to go run administration. So there's a lot of admin in the background that is burning now. My affairs are on fire. My documentation is out of compliance. There are bank accounts that have ran dry that need to be reopened, need to contact lawyers. I need to write a quickie business plan. I need to create and properly put my website, my e-commerce business in its proper place. Move it away from my personal brand website. Need to do some designs. I need to make contact with authorized distributors of certain goods so that I can get authorized distributorship or become an authorized vendor. I need to drink some water. I need to pray, but I won't be gone for long. I will come back. During this time, I will be pushing the TikToks. All of the content that I've put out so far, I have to make sure that all of it ends up also on TikTok by the time I come back. So at least we'll be taking a break from editing these videos and dropping them, but catching up the whole catalog and making sure that it's on TikTok. And I also have to upload on Facebook, yo. I've been hearing that people are getting paid, so I don't know. Will I be uploading all of my previous content, or should I just start uploading the new stuff on Facebook? Because this is news. This is current stuff. Imagine somebody on Facebook getting hit by the video of Willem Petzer all the way back from 2 months ago. And now it's saying the Afrikaners are out in Pretoria. I guess if there was a time to drop those videos, it was back when I was posting on YouTube. I should have posted as well on Facebook. I don't know. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, I should create those as well. And the difficulty with that is going to be the fact that my call to action on the TikTok videos is specifically for TikTok. It says, click the link in my bio to arrive on my YouTube channel. So if I'm going to be doing Facebook Reels, I have to create a call to action like that. So all of these things require their own separate designs. So if one video is going to put out 4 TikToks, there has to be an additional 4 Facebook Reels. That's 8 videos. That's 9 videos when you add the original. And each and every episode, 4 TikToks each, 9 videos. So that's a ton of uploading. That's a ton of electricity. That's a ton of cognitive labor. You need somebody simple, of course, to just do the process of uploading the videos, of titling them. Somebody else needs to do the thumbnails. If we're going to be really moving at speed, I really need a serious team. And there's a serious possibility for all of that to be made possible now that, thanks to you who have supported me, I have audience and watch metrics that I can take a screenshot of and put inside a business plan and go put in front of an investor. Not a private investor though. I'm not looking for partnerships or people looking for equity. I'm looking for debt finance, straight from government or private, to get some computers, perhaps move my wife and kids out of this apartment so that this apartment can become a workspace. The other rooms will become editing rooms. This will be the shooting space, and that will be the eating, chilling, dining area. That will be interesting. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking at this point to go and put my things in order, get my admin correct, buy some compute, hire more people, and kick ass. But that'll be further down the line. I have to return before the buying of these things and the successful granting of these finances if I can raise them. I will be back. We will continue. But that is the vision now. That is the goal. We can create employment. We can work together to conquer the racism in our society as we see it from the Katlejos and the Daily Wire squad over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love you so much and I've appreciated the time we've spent together, but the unbroken record has to be stopped. I will be dropping one more video. I did a video on King Said So and the EFF, and once that drops, it will be goodbye for, let me say, a week. Just give me one full week to get myself in order, and I will be seeing you again next time.